Hi and welcome back to the Quiet Moon Oracle. I am Bobby, and Cancer, this is your January tarot reading for the week of January 19th to the 25th. We're taking a look at the overall energy for the remainder of the month and considerably like what you're being guided to release as we move out from the previous week and what's unfolding as January continues. This reading is meant to highlight themes, patterns, and guidance for your sign, so please take what resonates and leave the rest behind. Let's see what January has in store for you. And again, we are just looking for 5 cards here, one with a core theme, one for the mindset to release, the energies that are influencing Cancer here, and what external influences are affecting them, and then just an overall card for the outcome of where January is leading. Again, we have 2 cards here. Thank you very much. I just need 3 more cards here. 3 more cards. Of course, Cancer wouldn't have it any other way with being a little bit difficult, and I just say that with all love, as I also am a Cancerian. And look, I pulled my cards right when I got a little feisty with them. It's when the cards decided to start popping out here. So let's go ahead. So we have 5 cards in front of us here. And let's start. So Cancer, I'm going to try to be unbiased here, as you may all know, this is my sign. So let's go ahead. So for January, the core theme meeting here is, again, the Page of Pentacles here. So this is, again, new beginnings here in the way of manifesting or kind of bringing in financial opportunities here. And who else would not want to have financial stability and have either an income that is either twice or 3 times of what you get, or just even passive income here, because you've been really working really hard and you are looking for these monetary resources to come through. So let's go ahead and continue to look at the cards here and see how this core theme reflects throughout the remainder of the cards here. Okay, Cancer, so sorry about that. My phone apparently ran out of memory space here, which is where I'm recording. So I'll continue, kind of figure out where I left off. But again, so the mindset to release here is about, we have the Knight of Wands here. As I said, this is a Cancer card. And then energies that you need to leave and the patterns you need to leave behind is kind of like the idea that you always need to be driven with energy and passion here. Because sometimes what that does is that you are always kind of putting too much of yourself out there, and when you do that, then you're always going to kind of like wound yourself a little bit, because you're giving too much of your passion, too much of your creativity too quickly here. And the fire sign is about passion and that energy that's coming in here. So maybe the real message here about like what mindset to release is the thought that everything has to come in so quickly, that everything has to be at 110%. You know, you are getting all these inspirational or inspired or these messages that are being downloading to you, and you're kind of just like running with them without really sitting down and honing in the idea and the concept of how you want to proceed with you. So I think that's the habit that you need to break through of January, is to kind of have this fiery spark that's lighting your ass underneath, so that you can continue to grow as you want to, but also realize that it's not going to happen overnight, that to be to have compassion for yourself and to be mindful that it does take time to create habits and beliefs and healthy patterns. Okay, and here if we look at our next card here, the next card is we have the Page of Swords, and we have it reversed. And for this, what we're focusing on is like what will support us in aligning this month. Okay, so you got the reverse of the Page of Swords. When you get the reversal, it's about like being kind of like having your own deception. And again, the Swords is all about your mind, about communication, about having that clarity, that focus, and you're being too negative or too harsh on yourself, right? You're having these negative influences. You're allowing your inner saboteur to take a hold of you when you're not seeing that things are progressively going in your favor. You need to allow yourself to, of course, allow these new ideas to come through, and definitely be curious and follow them through. But you need to do it in a way that it's not haphazard to yourself, that you're not jumping into them again, because you need to have the rationale with it. And again, this is the energy that we were looking at, where it was like you're moving fast, or things are going too quickly in your mind, or sparking too quickly. And where that spark is your mind. You're allowing your mind to go ahead and to race into like all these wonderful ideas that you have been given by your guides here. And while I'm talking here, I'm trying to hold back because I do want to like to burp here. And to me, when every time I feel that, that's kind of like you need to release. You need to just discard any energy that it's not necessary for you. So you're just, again, removing that toxin for you. Okay. And when you kind of clear this mindset and really allow to love your thoughts and to love your ideas, and to know that you are exactly where you need to be, that all roads lead to the same place, that sometimes taking a detour just prolongs the final destination, but it teaches you many lessons. Once you're able to really understand this, that things will work out for you. You just have to release everything and allow the universe to really take over for you, and to and for you to stop fighting these energies that are helping you. Then it's when all the glory is going to come in. Because as we can see here, what we are looking at, our next card, sorry, which is the Nine of Cups here. The Nine of Cups, it's basically what our external influences here, right? This is about like people, situation, or energies that are affecting our sign. And right now, this card isn't about anything about anyone or energies that are affecting you. This is like the Nine of Cups. This is about an individual who's sitting here, who is content, who is happy, because behind him he has this arch, and this arches has 9 cups that have been filled, and they're overflowing with him. So he's content, he's emotionally balanced, he has the stability. So this is already out there for you, for us. We again just have to stop fighting ourselves and allowing things to just naturally happen. And that's the truth here, because if we're looking at the end of what or where January is leading, it's about like conflict, right? It's about competition. It's about some tensions, about agreements, disagreements. And I don't think this is with physical people. Again, this really has to do with your own mind here. You have to allow yourself to, yeah, okay, it's fine to go ahead and to have these disagreements in your mind and to have conflicting thoughts. But at the end of the day, what we have to do is not allow us to really sit in that energy for too long. You know, you have to kind of allow yourself to see what the differences are, what your different opinions that you have in mind, and level up from that. You have to ask yourself, like, what can I take from these 2 different or 3 different decisions that I have in mind? What is the core message that they all have intact with one another that I can take on realistically and try to achieve it with clear boundaries, clear mental health, clear ideas, okay? And when you do this, Cancer, this is when that beauty starts to happen again for you, for your manifestation. You're going to allow all that creativity that you have holding in. The only thing that's been holding you back has been your own mindset. And when you allow yourself to release those internal struggles here, you're going to be at the start of manifesting and producing all that abundance that you have been craving for. Really quick, Cancer, I just want to thank you so much again for being here. And if you're really enjoying this reading, please consider liking and subscribing, as this really helps the channel grow. And again, when I mean channel, I mean just the collective energies of everyone who comes to watch the videos. The more we are able to connect with the collective, we're able to hone into these wonderful messages here. So Cancer, again, if you haven't done so already, I want you to take a moment to sit down, create a mood board that has all your inspirations of what you want to bring in for January, for this new year of 2026. Okay, I really want you to sit down and journal and put all those thoughts that have been racing through your mind on paper so that you can release them from physically from your mind and just put them on some type of outlet that you can kind of go back in and to reflect. Okay, and by constantly looking at that goal mood board that you have here, you're going to see that you are much closer than what you think you are, because this is your year to really shine, to really be able to hone in into all this abundance that Jupiter is here for for the remaining of the 6 months of this year, allowing us to manifest and and take in from all the opportunities that are being offered to us. Just again, make sure that you release your mind so that you can go ahead and do this. Again, Cancer, thank you so much for being here with me today. Again, if this message resonated with you, please let me know in the comment box. And I actually want to know how many of you here actually do journal or create visual mood boards, as a way of being creative, but really allowing that energy to flow and to manifest. Again, Cancer, I love you guys. Take care. We'll see you for February.